So today we're going to be taking a look at a new update for Popup Dungeon. And it's mostly centered around a couple of new abilities that let you summon and transform into characters. We've also got some flavor text, so let's jump right into it. So in order to do this, I have co-opted our internet troll, voiced by Moist Critical, aka Charlie, aka Penguins Zero. And so he's the friend master, Charlie the friend master. We're gonna go into the arena. We're gonna go with the powerhouse team. Do you even lift, bro? I do a good impression of that, don't I?
Well, of course I know him. He's
Okay. Signing bonus. Yes, accept. Get me into the battle.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. Let's go in there. A merman? In the desert?
It's your boy.
Alright, so I can summon a buddy, or I can become a new persona. So let's do that first.
This ain't. I'm a dirty boy.
Alright, so I just have it set to random there. You can actually change it to have specific ranges, specific character types to fulfill certain roles. So if you wanted to just transform into tanks or into healers or something like that, you can. And of course, you can just choose the actual list of characters that you want to turn into. So I turn into this character for 2 turns, but we can summon up some friends.
Walk to the nearest living thing and kill it.
Got Death's little helper. Grim Bomb. Uh-oh, he dives. Ooh, it's still a good hit. That Death's little helper, he's kind of a death missile. Alright, so let's appeal to the crowd.
Flame on. Bang.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go with mobility so we can get into range with our transforms. This time we'll try summoning a buddy and see how that goes.
It's your boy.
How rough do you like it?
Uh-oh. We got a succubus,
Hey man, your mom says it's bedtime.
but we're going first.
My body is Reggie.
Gotta be careful because I got no charm defense here. So we'll summon a buddy and hopefully hide behind it.
That'll teach him.
Who needs saving?
Oh, we summon Claire.
These elven eyes have seen much suffering.
Okay, now we're going to try another summon. This time, hopefully we get a DPS.
Reload. Hey man, your
Oh,
mom says
I
it's
summoned
bedtime.
Anon. And this is out of all the possible characters, so I summon my other form. And we'll see what he can do. We'll see.
Ready or not?
Uh-oh. She's coming for me. I'm charmed.
My KD ratio cares about age. Oh, I'm getting so greasy. Take the L. I will feel.
Oh, I've got
I
Thorian.
wish hackers actually wore rollerblades.
Nice. So that was the walk it off. And now I'm going to become a new persona. Let's see who I turn into. Oh, I turned into the dog. Let's go. Come on, dog. That's a good hit. And Thorian Zeal Strike. Nice. So pretty powerful, as you can see, to transform and summon characters.
I actually cannot be cleaned. I'm just too dirty.
So this time we're just against a hammer arm, but what I want to look at this time is going to be the flavor text. So now you can add flavor text, and we'll look at how to do that in just a second, to any ability. So here's an ability without flavor text. As you can see, it just has this condition here, and then it has what it does. This one I've added flavor text to, so you can see uses all available characters. In this case, I wanted to use flavor text to just be a little bit more descriptive, just to make sure that, you know, people know that you're going to be able to transform into any available character. And in this one, which is actually just a passive ability, that's why it's grayed out. It says live by charisma, die by charisma. So this is just anything you want to add to it. It's just flavor text. And let's go ahead and fight this hammer arm here. I'm using all enemies as well. So this is from, I think, one of the Dungeons and Dragons game that I downloaded. But we're going to go ahead and summon a buddy right in its grill.
Chase the Dubskis.
Let's see who we get. Oh, Mason, that's a good get. And then we'll get out of the way.
I'm in.
We'll do a Tellurian contract. And then 4 horses. And that'll do it. All right, so now we're going to hop out of here and we'll take a look at how to add some of this stuff just so that we can go over it. All right, so here we are in the ability creation interface. As you can see, I already have some flavor text added, but let's go ahead and add it again. So if I'm going to add text, I just go down to, well, I first click this plus button, then I go down to text, flavor text, and you can type in whatever you'd like. So it can be something descriptive or colorful. Either way, you have a good amount of space. I'll just type a bunch of nonsense here. So you can see that you can type pretty much a paragraph if you have the space here. It'll do its best to compress it for you. Of course, I would refrain from doing that too much, but now you can create that sort of magic card-like effect where you have you know, just a lot of flavor text at the bottom to try to orient people, players, towards how to use this ability or, you know, where it comes from, explaining the lore behind it, whatever you want, it's up to you. I think it could actually be quite useful for explaining how a card is meant to be used when it's very complicated. Of course, if it's very complicated, it might have a lot of stuff added to it, so you got to keep it short, but there you have it. So now let's also take a look at how you can transform and summon characters. So first off, it works like just anything else. You've got your sources, types, placements, all of that. That's just standard for any summon or ability. So here we can actually select which character we're going to transform into. So let's say that we wanted to turn into Andronius the Druid or Solianti. So now we can, you know, have a list of the types, and I can enter whatever I'd like. So this would be downloaded characters. We'll just say downloads. So I can, you know, name it that way, or I can of course clear that out and come down here, and we're going to be able to actually select what type of character pool you're going to be drawing from based on their range and then based on their role. So for roles, you have tank, damage, heal, support, control, summon, and transform. So there you have it. That can actually allow you to have some bit of control over which types of characters you're going to transform into. And of course, here you have all of the control that you need. The same is going to go for the summons. So if I come in here, I'll have the same sort of control here. You can also control the names, just as with the transformations. So that gives you a lot of control there. Pretty much this works the same way as summoning an enemy, except you're summoning characters, and now you have these range filters and role filters. So that's going to be it for the new mechanics within abilities. We're just going to take a quick look at something that you can do in games now. All right, so I've moved myself up in this corner so you can see better. We've got two new capacities to look at here. One is in the modify node. So basically you're just going to come down here, and I'm going to do it from scratch so you can see it. It'd be enemies under the enemy tag here, and the encounter data. So enemy encounter data. So I've already added it here. You can see that now what it does is it allows you to add an enemy to the encounter, but you can also add an enemy pack. So instead of having to add a bunch of enemies or you know, do it a different way, you can just do it right here. You can select something. For instance, here's some that were downloaded. Here's some that, came with the game. So you can add the kaiju, for instance. Here I can set the duration, so I can set it to level, and I can also make it so that it's hidden. That way the player wouldn't even see it. If we added a story node here, let's say that it said something like, oh no, the kaiju are attacking, and here you're going to go into the fight, whatever it might be. And then we're going to look at this new reward node. So basically what you were able to do before is upgrade the rank of a party's equipment. So we'll just type in party and upgrade party equipment. So normally what you're going to do is you would be upgrading the rank of the equipment. That means it would be going from normal to uncommon to rare, etc. But now what you can also do is select quality. So that is very useful if you're already in the legendaries and you just wanted to improve the quality of an item. Now you can do it that way. You can also specify slots. So one other thing that I'd like to show is going to be some of the new filters that we have in our download. So we've had trending before, which is similar to popular, but now we're going to go by basically all-time likes. So you can go to popular and look at it that way. And you can also go and check for recently updated. You can set it to, ones that you have installed. So you can check for updates that way. There it is. So that's a really convenient way of looking for new content that needs to be updated that you'd already downloaded. So that's mostly it. I'm going to, of course, post some more of the notes. I'll post it in the description of this video as well. But I'll definitely be making posts on our Discord. So join that if you haven't, with all of the notes and changes and improvements that we've done. Some of it is optimization, some of it's bug fixes, but there's some good stuff in there. So that's going to be it for this update, and thanks for watching.